What are hyperchargers? Why are they so powerful? Hypercharges are more than just purple fire. Primarily, these are powerful buffs for your brawler. Each one gains its own unique or thematically relevant ability while hypercharged. Many players overlook so-called passive upgrades like speed, damage, and defense. It turns out these are crucial changes. Speed allows for effective evasion. Damage allows you to deal with enemies faster, and defense allows you to absorb more damage. This allows you to get out of difficult situations and defeat opponents who are not prepared for the sudden massive influx of power for your brawler. Hypercharge also puts mental pressure on opponents, which often causes them to lose orientation and become easy kills. In professional Brawl Stars and competitive tournaments like the Ice&Fire Cup, players don't just mindlessly tap the purple button the second it flashes on their screen. Instead, they strategically hold onto it for high-impact game-changing scenarios. The most common and effective moment to activate a hypercharge is during a coordinated team push, often referred to as a momentum shift, where 2 or 3 teammates activate their abilities simultaneously to completely overwhelm the enemy defense, break their lines, and wipe them off the map. Another critical moment occurs during major objective pushes, such as when a team drops a hypercharged Jessie turret or a safe melting brawler like Colette into the heist safe, forcing the opponents to either retreat or instantly lose massive amounts of safe health. Defensive counters are also incredibly frequent, where a player will pop their hypercharge specifically to shut down an incoming enemy push, using the sudden burst of shield speed and damage to delete an aggressive tank or a hyperactive assassin before they can score a goal in Brawl Ball or capture a hot zone. Furthermore, top-tier players masterfully use the ability to create instant map pressure even without engaging in a direct fight, activating the purple glow simply to scare the enemy team away from a crucial choke point or two, force them to waste their own ultimates and gadgets in panic. In competitive Brawl Stars, charging up a hypercharge is a calculated, high-priority process that requires deep game awareness and precise micro-gameplay rather than just random spamming of attacks. The entire process begins in the draft phase and the early seconds of a match, where players focus intensely on farming their super. Because a hypercharge cannot be charged until you hit your targets with main attacks or your super itself. To maximize this efficiency, pro players exploit specific matchups on the map, intentionally trading shots with enemy tanks or high-health brawlers to farm their purple meter safely from a distance without putting themselves in danger. Since charging a hypercharge takes exactly 2.5 times longer than charging a regular super, players must maintain consistent pressure, landing their skill shots and utilizing specific gadgets or star powers that help slow down or stun enemies to make hitting them much easier. In high-level team compositions, players will also coordinate their positioning to let the brawler with the most game-changing hypercharge lane against the easiest target, essentially feeding that specific teammate a fast charge to unlock their win condition early in the match. Throughout this entire build-up phase, staying alive is absolutely paramount, because getting wiped out completely resets your field positioning and halts your charging momentum, giving the enemy team the opportunity to get their abilities first. Once the meter finally hits 100%, a distinct audio cue plays and the purple button flashes on the screen, signaling to both the player and their teammates over voice chat that their ultimate weapon is ready, allowing the team to transition from a passive farming playstyle into a highly aggressive, coordinated tactical push. Best Hyper Teams. 1. Blue plus Maisie. This combination is an absolute nightmare for teams that rely on aggressive tanks and assassins to win matches. The process begins with Lu, who activates his hypercharge and drops his freezing super directly onto a key area of the map, such as the center of a hot zone or the goal line in Brawl Ball. Enemies caught inside are instantly paralyzed and frozen solid, losing all mobility within seconds. In that exact fraction of a second, Maisie activates her purple button and dashes into the chaos. Her enhanced shockwave not only deals massive damage to their mobilized targets but also knocks back any survivors. Her buffed main attacks quickly clean up the remaining health pools. This combo guarantees 100% map control and an instant team wipe. 2. Jessie plus Hyper Tank. This is the most frequently played and destructive combo in Heist, as well as in situations where a team needs to instantly break through a heavy enemy defensive line. The strategy relies on applying extreme pressure from two completely different angles at the same time. First, the Hyper Tank like Bull or El Primo activates their Hypercharge and uses the massive speed boost and shield to literally plow into the rivals, soaking up all their focus, ammo, and gadgets. While the opponents are desperately trying to stop the tank, Jessie pops her purple button and drops her enhanced turret Scrappy into the fray, with its massive health pool and bouncing area of effect shots. The turret starts tearing the defense apart. The enemy is left with an impossible choice. If they focus on the turret, the tank kills them. If they fight the tank, the buffed Scrappy melts their safe or base in seconds. Thanks for watching.